G'day! In today's video I'm opening up a Dell Optiplex 7040. And this particular one's got an i7 6700. To get into these ones we need to make sure the latch here is just pulled to open, and then we can slide back the case from there. Like so. And that lifts up and out. We'll rotate the case towards me, just so you can see a little bit better inside. And also to take off, we need to take off the front to be able to lift up the drive up. So these tabs at the front, 1, 2, and 3, fold forward, and the front comes off like so. Next up from there, I'm going to fold this up. As you see, as we fold it up, we can disconnect the drive from there. One power, one SATA, SATA data. And then we can see inside the system from there. Looking inside, we can see we have one graphics card installed here. Do be aware though, with this particular board, or this particular computer, we only have a 240 watt power supply. So 240 watt, I'm seeing model number L240. So I'm assuming we're only at 240 watt, or max continuous DC output power shall not exceed 240 watt. So if you do replace the graphics card, you'd probably need one that's fairly low wattage, that probably draws all its power off the main board, as we're going to be struggling to get any extra power out of this power supply. It does use a proprietary style of connection. So as we see up here, we have a 4-pin for the motherboard. And then we have the other power plug going down here, which all power goes to the board, and then it seems like the SATA comes back out of the board. So a bit unusual for most custom desktops, pretty standard for Dell. If we have a look down here to get the RAM out, we should be able to fold both these legs out and then pull up. There is a little notch that's taken out on here. There would be a notch further down on here where it has to line up. But we have a 4 gig DDR4 PC running at 2400 megahertz. There's no point putting in faster RAM, as it is only a 6th gen Intel processor. In this one we've got an i7 6700. So pretty old by today's standards, still perfectly fine for office work as this machine is. RAM right now we've got 4, 8, 12, 16 gig of RAM in total. You can potentially change these out to 16 gigs or 8 gig sticks if you like, but there's probably, at the moment, 16 gigs perfectly fine for this machine. Once I line up here with the notch I can see underneath there, should just be able to drop it in and line it up and then just push down. And that should click into position, like so. Both these legs went in. So if you're finding it a bit tricky, you do have to use a fair bit of force to push that in. So we've got the 4 there. Sadly, we can't really change the cooler that's on here, as it's pretty proprietary, where it's screwed into a bracket behind the board. We do have a rear system fan that could be added or changed. Power supply can't really be changed due to its proprietary size. But looking down here, we have an NVMe slot, which I believe this one is a NVMe Gen 3. Or PCI Gen 3, 3 times, and it takes the M.2 key. So what I'm going to be putting in there is one of these ones, which is just a very basic Team Group MP33 1TB SSD. And then I'm going to be cloning from the SATA drive to it, or even actually for convenience sake I might stick SATA with SATA. So I'll swap it over to a 1TB MX500 SSD in 2.5 inch configuration. I do find this when I do a system clone from SATA to NVMe drives, I usually get a fair bit of drama trying to get it to start. Where if I go from SATA to SATA, even though it's SATA hard drive to SATA SSD, I usually have a lot less dramas with that conversion. So I'm going to stick with this actually. Luckily, looking around, it could probably just float around in here. I do need another SATA cable. We're looking at it, what have we got? An orange one here. I can't actually tell where you're going. No, we're just poking up through the bottom here. feed it through a bit more. Just connect that. There we go. I'll just free it from down the bottom here. Go. I believe they've got this one here for an optical disk drive, an ODD, which it does have the option of potentially having that installed. In this case, I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, look in here. It's also got the ODD connector, or a laptop disk drive that could go in the front here. I'll connect the SATA back up for now, or the SATA hard drive. 1, 2, go, fold this out of the way. But also down here regarding the NVMe drive, there is a small little notch over here, and that basically slides into there, pushes down, and we need one Phillips head screw, which does not seem to be included in here. So to put the SSD in, push it in so the pins are covered, fold it down and screw it into there. Looking at it, there's really not much else that can be upgraded. We can't really change the processor. A 6700 is more than enough. We can't change generations. We can change the graphics card to maybe like something like an RX 7400, which is fairly low powered. Maybe a 3050, if you can find a low powered 3050 that doesn't require an extra, or actually probably have fitment issues with that. RAM can be changed, hard drive can be changed. So that's pretty much it for the vast majority of this Optiplex 7040. So I'm going to just loosely slide this one into here. It is missing the drive cage, which does make it a bit more of a pain in the ass. I connect up SATA drive here, SATA data cable here. Just loosely put that in and fold it down. We're just kind of going to float around in there. With that on, there should be a little tab at the front here. It's going to be very difficult, but I'm just going to slide the back cover into that front cover into that groove, and then just fold it over. Push it shut, like so. And the back cover gets on, pull it forward, clicks in. And that's it. That's the upgrades that can be done on the Dell Optiplex 7040. Hope this helps, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.